Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battlefield 1 Podcast, the best Battlefield podcast on the planet. I have no notes, but I have Ray with me. How you doing, Ray?
You have me for now.
Why you always drink when I, do an intro? Why you have a drink in your hand every time I do an intro? And
Because it's vodka. It makes the show
yes,
way
must
more
be.
fun.
Yeah, must be it. Okay, so anyway, welcome to the best Battlefield podcast on the planet. My name is Tom, also known as TheLankySoldier. I'm being joined by Ray for his last episode in the next upcoming months. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, we're gonna talk about RedSec. I'm doing this intro after we already talked about RedSec, all that kind of stuff, like a solos and everything, because we have no notes for this episode. Because we decided, you know what, it's his last episode. Let's just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, and let's have a casual conversation about Battlefield RedSec, because loads of conversations happening about it and all kind of stuff. Solos was out for the weekend, so I have a lot of things to say, and we'll talk about that. Other than that, so thank you guys for joining and listen to us jibber jabber, yap about Battlefield.
But then when you've got Angel screaming, "Angel does it again!" and
that was something, right?
That was something.
I'm sorry, you cancelled the support for the game a month ago.
Why would they even host a train?
I don't know.
And I sit down and he picks up one donut and eats it. So you want to QA games?
When the rubber meets the road, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I don't like seeing Mario get his skull smashed."
Oh, I would love
It
to see
doesn't
that.
work.
I would love to
Yeah,
see that.
again.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to thank everyone joining in as usual for an hour listen to us about Battlefield. Thank you so much for joining us, especially our Patreon supporters that support us financially. Thank you so much. Your support really is appreciated. Without you, this show would not exist. I would not be doing this podcast if it wasn't for you guys. Simple as that. So, thank you so much. And of course, thank you our listeners just join in every week to listen to us talk about Battlefield. Great, thank you so much. So, no topics today. Well, there are some topics, but it's Ray's basically last episode for the next upcoming 2 months that you said.
It could be a couple of months. I'm not going to put a time frame on it. It's not something I want to do. But it's not permanent. I will be back. I mean, I will not.
I've
be dropping my voice acting.
I've been hosting fine by myself. Just saying. I mean, we're doing numbers, so.
I know, that's why I said at the top of the hour, like, everybody just save your applause and thanks that I won't be around for a while at the end of the show.
Everyone just be like, finally he left. Finally.
Like, oh my god, yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh my god, he left. Thank fuck. It's calm now. We can talk about we can shit talk him behind his back or some shit.
The Florida man will no longer be around. The Florida man will be distracted by the spawn of Florida man.
We do have some topics though. Is there anything? Okay, before I'll throw us some topics. Do you want anything specific to talk about Battlefield?
I do not. Other than RedSec is the randoms here as of late. I want to choke him. Please do better. If you're that one random dude. If you're a random dude.
Okay, so yes. So yeah, we've been playing. Okay, we've been playing a lot of RedSec in the last well, every time you're online we play RedSec, just because me and Monkey always play RedSec, and Solos came out yesterday, temporarily, and yeah, we've been enjoying RedSec, and I will talk about Solos quite a bit today because I have a lot of things to say, and all the developers probably listening and everything, they're probably curious what kind of feedback we have about that. There was an article for example, with Drunksy that mentioned about there was a community update from Battlefield 6 saying outgoing quality life of improvements. I'm not gonna mention what was in that blog post that was posted a couple of days ago, I think. And when I say Drunksy, it's his name is Florian Lebihan. Cool dude. He's principal game designer at Battlefield 6. And I met him in person, talked to him many times about loads of things. Cool dude. I mean, I'm so glad he's actually works on Battlefield because he's one of the coolest dudes ever. So I will always support Florian. Love you, Florian. He's a cool dude. And he basically wrote a big ass article about the quality of life improvements that come into Battlefield 6. And he was talking about his registration, the netcode, time to kill, the gunplay, soldier visibility, which is of course important. I've been talking about soldier visibility for the last year, so that's that. Then of course audio, and all that kind of stuff, and loads of. It's a really big article explaining loads of things, explaining what needs to be done and what they're gonna focus in the future, all that kind of stuff. So instead of me telling you what's in that article, like, just go read it yourself. It's just go to Battlefield website or Battlefield.com's Twitter account and just read the article yourself. It's a really good read. I read the whole thing, but it will be a disservice for me to try to explain to you what was said in the blog post. I will be doing the disservice because I will be explaining badly. So just go there, read it, and just see what's happening with Battlefield 6, what kind of changes they're gonna make. So it's a really good article. So Florian wrote a really good one. So that's that. Just go read it. That's all I'm gonna say. You okay there, Ray?
Yeah, sorry, I had to take my glasses off and scratch my face for a moment.
Hmm.
I didn't want to do it in front of the microphone
Too
and
much-
make a bunch of racket.
Too much Battlefield, huh?
Oh, yes, way too much. My eyes can't take it anymore.
Okay, you know what? Let's go next topic. So okay, I know you haven't played Battlefield that much. RedSec. What's your opinion right now about RedSec in general?
I mean, it's fine. It's RedSec. I kind of really wish like proximity chat and shit was more along the lines.
See,
of
you're
the
not
thing.
only you're not the only one. Like I think even I was listening to a Call of Duty podcast, comparative Call of Duty podcast. Funny enough, and they were talking about RedSec a little bit, and everyone agreed that they should have a proximity chat in RedSec. I don't know how's that not a thing.
I mean, you guys have y'all's reasons for wanting it. I mean, and I've got my own.
What kind of
You know,
other than talking to your squad mates, what do you want proximity chat for? I personally don't care, but I understand why people need it.
I mean,
it's memes.
imagine getting gunned down by Duke Nukem himself.
I mean, yeah, and then tell them what kind of shit player they are.
I want that I want that time where somebody would just think they get to the drop on me and I just like one gauge them with a shotgun real quick and turn around, just your face and your ass. What's the difference?
Yeah, that would be actually cool because I think Call of Duty Warzone became much better and more interesting just because there's proximity chat.
You
So-
thought you had the jump on me, but you didn't.
Yeah, it's actually but proximity chat when it comes to battle royale games or even extraction shooters. I think proximity chat is extraction shooters without proximity chat is just a kind of weird choice. So majority of us see like extraction shooters do have proximity chat, so that's great.
And this too. I want this. I
Why,
want
but
the UAVs to have a directional mic.
UAVs.
Yeah, the drones.
Oh, you mean the drones? Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
if so you mean like a
Yeah, like
the
if I'm up in the air and I zoom in on an area, I should have a directional mic that would allow me to hear. That way, if like even if I
It's
can't
like a-
see
like
your
a
asses with the drone,
boombox
I can
on the-
still hear you.
yeah, like a boombox
Yeah.
on a fucking drone.
Well, I mean, not just. I mean, a fucking loudspeaker would be great too. You could fuck with them. Like, you guys need to just get your asses out of the area right now. Gas is coming in. Gas is coming in. Get out, guys. Get out, guys. Hey, I saw you drop something there. What was that? I mean, the trolling opportunities. But when I say a directional microphone, though, I mean like as the drone is going over, and you would. If you can't see a squad, but you could zoom in an area, like you think there's a squad there and they happen to be talking, you could like maybe faintly pick up their radio chatter, like shit like that. That would kind of be a really cool like mechanic and thing in order to add. And I know I hear a couple of people out there just groaning, but
No, that would be cool. That would be cool if you could use
Whatever.
the drone for like as a boombox and just literally blast your VoIP to enemy players. Imagine some sort of blasting some propaganda or some shit.
just blast the British national anthem as loud as you possibly can.
as you roll in with a fucking tank. It's like we're bringing some good old-fashioned imperial freedom.
This area has been colonized.
Congratulations, part of the British colony now.
Jolly-o, chaps, we've colonized this area. Do please get your asses out of here, or else we will be putting bullets in them post-haste. Chop chop.
Except surrender your British passport or actually just die, like and don't win the game. No, but me and Monkey have been playing a lot of RedSec. In the last week, we've been getting we finally like okay. First like we played good and everything, But the one we play, we finally understand how like each of us help each other. Like because you learn how the player plays. You learn each other's styles and everything. And when he wants to make a decision, I go with his decision, and when I want to make a decision, I go with my decision, and he follows and I follow him. It's like it's nice to play, with a squad mate that knows what he's doing and just like support each other. And that's why it's so easy for us to like. Well, I won't say easy. Winning a game is still not an easy task, but it's much easier for us to win games now, just because we know we help each other. And when 3 of us play, okay, here's the thing: when we play squads, us 3. And we get a rando. That one rando fucks us up so bad because it's not that like okay, I don't care that the rando is like not good or just like he's helping, that's fine. But the majority of the time they're not helping, they're just being a nuisance. And that's the most annoying thing, and that's what usually fucks us up. It's a
general inability in order to read what the group is trying to do and how the group is communicating, even though they're non-verbally communicating, and they just don't do it. Like pings and like ping. That's another reason why I feel like the ping system in RedSec at least needs to be expanded on a little bit because.
Florian did mention the ping system is going to be improved. In that article,
like I feel like it needs to be across the board. I mean,
of course.
In base game, it pisses me off that that danger pings can't be seen across the team. Are you fucking kidding me? But in RedSec alone, like I feel like there either needs to be like different pings or different kinds of pings, but there needs to be ways in order to communicate inter squad, and I feel like that's like the big thing that's like lacking. And everyone's going to go, well, just use voice chat. Not everybody is a social butterfly and wants to be on a microphone.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Even when you're in Discord, like sometimes Monkey marks something.
I know I unironically say this while I screeched for wanting proximity chat earlier. I know that's, yeah, so.
Yeah, but like even if any was marked something, we still can't see it properly because it takes us like a good second to like, oh wait, what? Oh, there.
Where are you pointing at? Yeah, right. Even spots. I've noticed when I'm running drones and I'm calling out, like that's why I've like gotten so adamantly anal about like when we're playing together, we play off the off the compass rows as far as directional assistance goes, because like trying to remember like which way everybody's facing and pointing. Because we tend to stick together in a group for the most part, it's a lot easier in order to just call out, okay, north by 30 degrees, and everybody can snap to attention, at least in that general direction, and get an idea of where I'm calling out. And that seems to help inter-squad communication a lot. But yeah, the fact that the pings are delayed, and it feels like not necessarily all the time can everybody even fucking see them for a couple of seconds, it's really bad. It does not help communication in this game at all.
They're not visible. That's the problem. The pings are not that visible.
They're based off of your teammates and team squad's HUD colors too, which is kind of silly.
Which should be different colors. We've been saying that for ages. Like each squad member in the team should be different color.
Right, not different numbers. Numbers are hard to see.
Oh, numbers, it's fucking annoying. I hate the fact that
especially when you're trying to call on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because how many times we like, oh, who's number 4? Oh, it's the random. Oh, who's number 2? Oh, it's me or you. It takes us a while to realize whose number is which, and you can't even stick with that number like going match to match. It's randomized every fucking match.
No, and that's stupid too. And I know the only way in order to fix that would just be an interpersonal discipline thing where like right as soon as we land, everybody just remembers what fucking number they are and they call it out, and that's that. But that's still kind of annoying. Like why? I really do feel like even if it's something that they just introduce in settings where like you as the player can go through and change the ping color of whomever it is. That way, when you look at the UI, you see whomever. Okay, player 1 in my UI is green. That's me. Player 2 is blue, or player or yellow, or whatever fucking color they want. As long as you can't assign red to it, that is the only color that I would say you probably should not be able to assign to any kind of squad identifier, because red is danger. That's it. End of story. But even still, like light orange and greens and blues and purples. I mean, those are acceptable identifier colors that a player could set per squad member, and it just stays as their UI setting. It doesn't even necessarily have to be, a customized thing or this wild thing that needs to be done. It's just a UI option.
Yeah, it's like how many times we did mathematical stuff just to see which number is. It's just so stupid. And connecting to the dots on the pings, it's just dumb. It's just so dumb.
And it's annoying, especially if you're a recon player and you're trying to do good recon for the group. It's very fucking hard.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's just so stupid. But it's just, I mean, okay, again, I'm really enjoying RedSec for many.
But in spite of all that shit, I am able to carry you two to second place almost every time we play. So
yes,
I'm happy. I'm
Yes.
proud about that fact.
let's ignore the fact that I really got angry at you that you ignored the fucking tank that was in front of us.
It's not that I ignored it. I see. This is another problem. I really do feel like there's fucking input delays or some instances because I'm sitting there jamming my keyboard to get out of a tank and the game's like, nah. And it always seems to happen like right as the tank is getting ready to go up. Like it's a netcode thing. Like the game's like, nah, I'm not sure if the tank blew up yet or not, so I don't know if you're dead. I can't let you out. I hate it.
There's a lot of input delays in the game though, which is like, well, again, it's the Battlefield 6 in nature. Because like I remember when I told you that I can't remember if I told you or not.
Vindication!
Even Mattia, when she played the game for the first time, she's like, "Oh, this is clunky." Like there's a bit of clunkiness there. I agree, but she's just like, you could just make the game a bit snappier, please. I mean, with Florin talking about all this kind of stuff, netcode, quality of life stuff. So I want to believe things can be improved as time goes on, but I just hope
correlates. I mean, think about it. When nothing's going on, we could jump in. I can jump in and out of a vehicle perfectly fine. Never had a problem with it. But as soon as shit starts happening, like if it starts getting hit and I got to get out in a rush or something like that, nah.
also
And I can be
like what gets to me, the loading thing. I know they acknowledge that it's a problem, but Jesus Christ, sometimes you just land really fast somewhere and you're waiting for the loot to spawn. Like, we're talking 30 seconds. 30 seconds of just doing nothing and to wait for the loot to spawn. I'm like, excuse me, this is a battle royale. I might be dying any second now. Why I have to wait 30 seconds for the loot to spawn?
I need a gun!
Yeah.
Now!
And then moments, like, majority of the time, the loot spawns fast enough. But there were some moments, like matches, like when you just land really fast and the loot just takes 20-30 seconds for it to spawn. I'm like, excuse me, this is not acceptable. I know they said they're working on it. They said it's a bug, which of course it is. It's just dumb. But
I've noticed even the mission items take a minute to frickin' spawn in. Like the consistent mission items, like the safe boxes for like the bolt cutter missions and shit like that. Even those take a minute in order to spawn in.
well, okay,
Like,
no.
why isn't all of that just spawned right when the fucking map loads?
Oh, well,
Doesn't
wait, no.
Call of Duty do it like
no,
that?
when you land, you mean you can't do missions?
No, like I mean, like the next time we land in our normal spot,
Yeah.
look out back for the safe that we usually hit with the bolt cutter mission, the first one, the one that we have to burn the bush away.
Yeah.
Yeah, look for that. Sometimes that doesn't even fucking spawn in immediately.
Oh, okay. So because like I mentioned this ages ago, the missions are randomized. That's the problem. That's like, yes, you'll get the mission, but it's like it's randomized. Like the reason you and me and Monkey land at skate park all the time is because we know the layout of the missions, we know where the boxes are, we know where the loot is, so we just know how to like do it fast and like loot quickly and do the missions quickly. Get AT, and then after that get either custom or tank, and then we roll in. Because we know the location like by memory, we know everything. If we by stupid chance we don't get the I forgot what's it called, the local one, the mission, the weapon loader crate, something. Anyway, it's where you have to pick up the
weapon cache,
whatever. It's the mission where you have to pick up the scissors and go open the safe.
Scissors.
And yes,
They're bolt cutters.
bolt
God
cutters,
damn
were
it.
scissors. No, just simple fucking
Oh,
scissors.
man, just called bolt cutters scissors.
No,
and
scissors.
The most unmanliest thing ever.
No,
while
scissors.
wearing cat ears.
Don't judge my fucking style. Scissors, man. Fucking scissors.
No, but seriously, like the next time it happens, and I know Steam's got footage of it, I will totally fucking send you footage of it. Like there has been quite a few times where we have landed in there, and we've done this mission, and I've gone and I land like outside the damn thing, and I've gone around out back. It's not there. We mow through, burn through the building. Finally, loot boxes spawn. I go and circle around the building again. There the locker is.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple of times.
But yeah, I just like the loading stuff. It's fucking annoying. Really fucking annoying. But
It's like you just land in this space and the world's like, hold on a second, guys, I gotta catch up. Now that I know y'all are here. You guys landed faster than I expected. I didn't have time to put snacks out. You surprised your grandmother, and this is what happened.
oh my god, that's a good one. That's a good one. Surprised your
Battlefield
grandmother.
RedSec. Playing Battlefield RedSec is like surprising your grandmother. The poor woman couldn't even put snacks out for you.
Do you know how me and Monkey call the people that got a second chance or spawning from the sky? Second timers. We call them second timers. It's like we hear a parachute, like, oh shit, second timers here. Come on, let's go kill them. That's what we call them, second timers. But yeah, listen. Even with the current problems that RedSec has,
It's fun.
I personally still have a lot of fun. Me and Monkey just won 2 games in a row, and we're balling. We're happy. But it's really, I think it's for us. Multiplayer is not fun anymore, just because we achieved everything in multiplayer. Like, sure, sometimes I play domination or something like that just to level up a weapon and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I don't want to level up a weapon anymore. Like, for example, do I want to level up M4A1, A3, what it was called? M4A3? Is that what it's called? The first carbine.
The M4A1.
A1, okay, so it's not A3, it's A1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I mean, it's worthwhile. I use it for
Sure.
VR. That's my secondary. That's my secondary after I get my scout.
Because
I run with the scout and the M4.
I leveled up till like level 25 and I'm like, you know what, I can't be asked. Just like, I can't be asked. So
Go a little bit more, get the suppressor for it, call it good.
Yeah, exactly. Get a suppressor, the rest it doesn't
25,
matter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what sucks is that's kind of like how the gun progression is in this game. It's kind of like, oh, got my suppressor, I got what I need for Battle Royale, that's the end of it. And I've always kind of hated the mentality of that, where it feels like multiplayer is just the wannabe training grounds for Battle Royale. But in a way, that's kind of how multiplayer is being treated right now.
Well, it's mostly treatable by players like me, because Call of Duty Warzone kind of spawned a new generation, I guess, I don't know, of audience that loves Battle Royales, and they love to play Battle Royales, and multiplayer is fun, but it doesn't have the same kick anymore, you know?
Was it really Call of Duty, or was it PUBG and Fortnite?
No, okay, for I've been playing Fortnite longer than COD, but with...
Who's had the successful
No,
Battle
but-
Royale
no,
longer
but-
that appealed to children?
No, wait, listen. PUBG and Fortnite were literally Battle Royales from the get-go. They never had multiplayer.
Right.
Call of Duty was multiplayer 6-on-6 all the fucking time, until Modern Warfare 2019 came out.
Everything froze. This isn't good.
What? Are you okay?
Oh.
You're back.
There we are.
All right. No, but like I said, Call of Duty was the first one that has like transitioned to Battle Royale, while other games were Battle Royales from the get-go. So Battlefield's trying to like always be in a multiplayer game, you know, always, you know, vehicle, like, you know, big 64-player battles, whatever. And now they're transitioning to the modern era, you know, having like a Battle Royale on the side. And usually what happens is, when people are done with multiplayer, we go Battle Royale, because it's more exciting, more entertaining, and more rewarding to win. Because in multiplayer, winning means nothing. It just doesn't. It's just like, I don't care who wins, I don't care who loses. I achieved what I needed, I got 3+ KD or some shit, I don't give a damn. Leveled up my weapon, I go back into RedSec and play with Monkey. That's all it is. Like us two
Fine.
play. Yeah, us two playing.
Right.
We try to get farming kills, farming wins, and we're having fun because it's more rewarding
It's
for
really
us.
weird. I haven't even really given a damn about doing the battle pass stuff either, which is kind of sad, but whatever.
The progression from the battle
I just
pass,
haven't had the time either.
the progression for the battle pass is definitely faster right now.
That's
I'm already doing I'm doing the ultimate page now. I'm already almost done. I'm almost done.
Look
man.
at you go!
Yeah, I'm almost done. Granted, 25 tiers on top, but still, the progression is much faster now, which is, I'm glad. That means like I don't, but of course it's like, also I did don't really care what's in the battle pass that much. I mean, I only care about a couple of skins and that's it. And I already equipped them, and I'm like, okay, cool. Life goes on. Go back to RedSec. Go back to RedSec, play some duos. But yeah, it's we do play RedSec better when like we could actually don't have a random with us because we don't have to babysit him. I wish it was trios too. I wish it was squads, trios, duos, and solos. And speaking of solos, I will talk about solos in a moment. I kind of wish there was trios, just because us three could actually like all these sizes should be on by default. Should be on by default.
It kind of is a thing. I mean, you should be dictating like what type of squads or how many of a squad, or if you even want to be in a squad in order to. I totally agree with that. I think trios should be a thing as well. I mean, but I don't want to see. It's kind of it's an oxymoron for me in order to say these things though, because at the same time I'm kind of like I really don't want to see the player base continually divided up. But it's only one more division, so who gives a damn? But you know. Trios isn't really like this whole huge imbalance, thing. It's like, well, we just ain't got a fourth wheel, so we'll just run trips, whatever.
Yeah, and just like it would be great if we could just not fail. It would give us an option, but you can't. Well, you have to match.
So run quads and just lock the squad.
Yeah,
I mean there'd be that option too. Hell,
yeah.
I would be even more if it's just like one of those instances where it could be like, just give me a fucking bot and don't let another player join.
I don't want a bot. I don't want a random player and all that kind of stuff. It's just like and playing duos with some random people. It's the most frustrating thing ever. I remember I was playing duos with someone, and we almost won the game, but my dude was basically absolute garbage. Somehow I don't know. We almost won the game, but my dude died like an idiot in the open, and then he had the guts, the fucking audacity to tell me, "Oh, you stupid idiot, what are you doing? And why are you not helping?" I'm like, "Bruh, you're in the open while I'm rotating right, so I can kill him from the right." But then the friend killed me and everything, so like, yeah. So we lost the game because, like, yeah, me with, I don't know, almost 15 kills, I'm like, and this guy, like, I don't know, 2-3 kills, and 10, it's like, okay, my dude.
You clearly were not pulling your weight.
Clearly not pulling my
16.
weight. But
I am horribly disappointed in you for not carrying your weight. How dare you sully the name of that asshole?
Speaking of, I've been seeing a lot, like, I'm kind of disappointed with the Battlefield. Okay, I'm not. Disappointed is a strong word here. Not even angry. More like, I don't even know how I feel. Because, listen, we know the Battlefield community never wanted a Battle Royale to begin with. They never wanted one. Just because, oh, it's not Battlefield. Yeah, it's not Battlefield. Look, I think RedSec is Battlefield as they can get, honestly. And people with an audience, I'm not going to mention which names, but people with an audience, being Battlefield YouTubers or content creators, whatever, there's like, yeah, RedSec is not Battlefield, RedSec is not fun, and so on. I'll stick with multiplayer, and then proceeds to just play shit 1KD multiplayer experience. So like, okay, okay. Like, I mean, I understand people play games differently, but just like,
good for you.
Like, I've seen some people like, not even content creators, just prominent figures, just playing Battlefield and just like, yeah, I remember when Season 1 stats came out, right? And people can share their Season 1 stats. And there's so many people sharing, oh, look, I played 0 matches in RedSec, fuck you, and they probably share that. I'm like, you posting that is not making you cool or anything interesting. It just makes you sound like a sore idiot.
Cringe.
Yeah, cringe, yeah. Like, oh, look at you posting this cringe. Like, I've seen some people like, oh, look, I played 0 matches in RedSec. Good for you, you're now cool.
Hey, who cares, really? Battlefield's a fucking sandbox game. It's a sandbox game. It's a sandbox game. A sandbox game. I'm gonna play in my sandbox game. And if you don't like it, you're fucking lame. But it's the truth. It's so what? You don't play. You don't play fucking RedSec. I don't play TDM. I don't fucking play squad deathmatch. I don't play those modes. I don't like them. Not my thing. Oh, because you're bad at them. Whatever. If that's what you got to say to yourself to help yourself feel better at night and sleep better on your fucking mattress of
Okay,
sadness. I don't
TDM
care.
and squad squad TD, like, okay, that's kind of dumb, but dumb modes, it should not be in the game in the first place. But like, yeah, just you posting like,
But you get what I'm getting at
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It's a sandbox game. It's meant to have a variety of options with which you, as the player, can choose to cater to your own experience. It's almost as if it's by design in what is referred to as a sandbox video game.
but yeah, just people posting that, oh, haven't played a RedSec match, like, oh, cool, you're not cool, you just sound like a very salty moron, you know.
Right.
And then I check their stats. Well, okay, all right. What do you do? Oh, you play Conquest and Breakthrough. Okay. 3-point KD. Okay. Oh, you're a vehicle whore. Okay. And I can say that because I'm a vehicle whore myself, but I know what takes skill and what doesn't.
I want to see Forum Field back by the time I return. Let's do this shit, kids.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Let's put Forum Field into the game itself. Let's make it toxic as fuck. Oh my god, imagine how toxic that would be.
You have to actually go to an MCOM terminal and argue with somebody on Forum Field for like 2 minutes before the base will explode.
Oh god.
Woo!
Before we go to a little bit, before we talk about solos, because I have a lot of things to say about solos. Sponsors, Ray. Okay, Ray, we have to promote our Patreon. So, guys, give us a minute. Give us 2 minutes to tell you about our Patreon. Patreon.com/TheLankySoldier. Your support means everything to us. Without your support, this show would not exist. Like, because it's just the best thing ever. Like, you should subscribe to Patreon. Use a free trial, all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't care. Your support literally is making sure that this show is going on a regular basis. And when Ray is gonna be gone for two-ish months, God knows how long you're gonna be gone, Patreon's still gonna be going. We already talked what we can do for Patreon. We talked about what kind of content we can make while he's away, all kind of stuff. So nothing slowed down. Extra episodes are coming. Live Gaming Gathering episodes are coming. Like Ancestor episodes are coming. This is behind the scenes. More episodes, of course, of Battlefield 1 of this show that you're listening. Of course, more episodes are coming. So check out, guys. Like Battlefield 1. What did I say? Battlefield 1. Patreon.com/TheLankySoldier. And yeah, check out all the extra content. Ray, anything else you want to say about the Patreon?
Other than that, we love you guys. Thank you for your money.
Yeah, good enough for me. Alright, subscribe to Patreon, everyone. That simple as that. Okay, let's talk about RedSec Solos. So RedSec Solos came out yesterday. And
Warning! Approaching heavy glaze area.
oh no, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite.
Oh!
Quite the opposite, yeah,
Oh!
quite the opposite.
Well,
Okay.
hold on a second there. Let me kick back and listen.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, everyone knows that I've been asking for solos since RedSec came out. Solos was a must. Solos was supposed to come out when fucking RedSec came out. I think we all agree on that. Was supposed to quads, trios, duos, solos. At least solos, duos, and quads as bare minimum. Solos only now came out. Well, when I say came out, when you listen to this episode on the public feeds, solos are not live anymore in the game, because it was a limited time test, play test, to see how solos will work. So they did some minimal changes to the solos mode. So everything you play in duos or quads is pretty much the same. They said they did some mission changes to make sure that it can be achievable by solo players, but from what I noticed, not really. The missions are still the same. So this whole thing was for the whole weekend, from the 6th of March till the 9th.
Oh my god! Wait. So imagine getting one of the signal receiver missions where you got to point to. Oh my god!
Wait, which one mission?
The signal.
Yeah,
receiver
it's still
mission where
2.
you gotta
It's still
point
2.
the-
It's still 2. It's still
that's
2.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's still 2. It's still 2. So I played let's say, I think 15 matches maybe of solos. So I played a lot. I played a lot of solos just because I was waiting for solos for so long, and my disappointment is that this is just a limited time test to see if everything works. And I said, I think on the last episode, what the fuck are you doing that you need to test this? What are you doing? Now, as I played solos for 15-ish matches, I managed to win one. I managed to win one game. Managed to win one game because it's a different experience. One, it's very buggy compared to duos and squads for some reason.
Bug? Why?
I don't know. It's very buggy for some reason. It's very buggy. So, for example, you know how the rewards, the supply crates or whatever, land from the sky.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And we tested if they can kill you, right? Do you think they kill you?
Don't tell me they bug out in solos and they don't kill you in this one.
Well, they can't kill you in duos and quads, but do you think they kill you in solos?
Oh, well, based on that, now I'm gonna say yeah, they do now.
No, they don't kill you. They put you under the fucking map.
Nice.
Every fucking time.
Nice.
Every fucking time they put you under the map. I was like, I'm just standing there, like wherever passing by, and the fucking thing lands. Like, I did not realize it puts you under the map every fucking time. So when that thing lands on your head, it pushes you down. And
Nice.
and it was like, okay, under the map, that means you can cheese for the win or something like that. No, because it puts you in such locations that you can't really do anything unless
You're stuck.
unless you're in the north side of the map, maybe, because there's a mountain there. But if you're like on the south of the map, next to the water, and you go under the map, you're just gonna drown. If you go under the map, because water is there.
Wow.
So that's that. There's some other stuff that netcode, the hit reg and everything, absolute garbage. Garbage. like I posted a clip on Twitter a couple hours ago, and it was just me having one-on-one battle with some guy. I hit my bullets. All my bullets land on him. He killed me. I started shooting first. All my bullets landed. Somehow he still killed me. The netcode and hit registration is fucking shit. Absolute dog shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I was very angry for you.
I was angry. It was like, it's like I was so fucking mad. It's like, okay, so I'm dealing with a buggy experience. Fucking hit reg and netcode is fucking garbage. All right. Ignore all of that. How's the gameplay itself?
What's weird is it's just the removal of one other player.
Yeah.
Like, how in the hell
I
does
don't know.
that break the game? And going from what, 4 players to 2 players
But yeah,
doesn't do anything.
But it's the same number of players on the server regardless. So
Yeah.
I
so what the
don't know. I don't know. So anyway, how's the experience? How's the gameplay? Believe it or not, I was actually surprised. I am actually wrong. So I said that squads is very chaotic. It's the most chaotic mode in RedSec because squads is just over the place, right? Too many people, then trying to communicate with everyone and all that kind of stuff and so on. You thought squads is chaotic. No. Solos is more chaotic than squads.
Yup.
And I was like thinking, why? Why? Because, for example, we have a regular spot where we land, right? So of course I landed there as a solo. Let's see. How's it gonna go? Can I do the same tags and everything? To my surprise, every fucking time in our spot, there was minimum 2 players landing there. Minimum. So that means 3 of us minimum fighting for that skate park. That rarely happens in duos or squads. Rarely.
Right.
So,
because for the most part, 1 or 2 people dictate where, for the most part, the squad or duo go in duo, and everybody sticks together. In solos, you have 100 players, and it's every man for himself. So, yeah, dude, it's gonna be more chaos. I told you this shit. I told you singles was so...
Every POI is filled with players. Doesn't matter if it's a small POI or it's a big POI or some in the middle of nowhere. It's infested with players. So that's that. So you need to be careful where you fucking land, because you have to look where the helicopters are and decide where to land, because even the most places that are just out, like just far away from everything else, even their players are landing. Even
I just
there.
realized something. We can't have triples.
Why?
Because 100 isn't divisible.
Oh my
by
god, make 99
isn't
players.
divisible
It's
by
not difficult. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not rocket science. 99 players. But yeah.
I got 99 players and a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it's chaotic as fuck. And it's not for the weak.
I could have told you it would have been like that. I
I'm
mean,
kinda
hell, if I'd have
surprised.
played with you, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm not surprised at all by this shit.
I'm kind of surprised.
Because it's typical, like it's the same shit that is the what I would sit here and ask is I know you've played Fortnite solos quite often.
Well, not that often, but it's been a while because I always play with my... But yeah.
But often enough in order for me to sit there to answer this question, is it not roughly the same in Fortnite solos because there's only so many POIs?
And I realized why. Because Warzone solos, I play a lot of Warzone solos. Fortnite solos I haven't played for ages, like I have no idea. But the last time I played Fortnite solos, it's been ages, and I kind of remember what kind of experience I had. Warzone solos, Fortnite solos, even maybe PUBG is not the best example. Those experiences are much tamer and much relaxed comparing to RedSec solos. In Warzone solos, at least I can have a breather after a fight. I can just relax for a moment and readjust and then decide where I need to go and all that kind of stuff. Like there's like the space for me to breathe. In RedSec, as soon as I'm done with one fight, I have to go for the second fight. I'm done with the third fight. Listen, a third fight we already like moving forward. That's bad. You barely have any time to relax and think where you want to go. You already have to worry about the fourth guy coming your way from somewhere.
Right, you're worn down.
Yeah, it's like it's a non-constant fighting. Like, sure, if you land somewhere where you know the players did not land, you were paying attention when the players are landing, sure, you might have a somewhat relaxed experience. But right now, if you want to land somewhere, let's say any POI, expect to fight non-fucking stop. So if you want to do well in solos in RedSec, assuming you're not the greatest player out there, and you can't fight, can't hold your own, whatever, boy, you have to land somewhere on the edge of the circle and avoid every POI as much as possible, so you can at least grab a weapon. There's enough loot for everyone, thankfully, at least for a fight.
I think I know why it's like this.
The map is smaller. That's why.
Yep.
Verdansk,
not designed for it. Verdansk is a bigger map.
Verdansk is a bigger map. Any Fortnite map is still 100 players, but still a bigger map.
Yep.
PUBG, of course, is a much bigger map.
Yep.
Comparing Fort Linden, this RedSec map, to everything else, yeah, it's much smaller compared to all those maps. And Call of Duty Warzone has 150 players, by the way. So 50 more players. And that's still more relaxing than RedSec solos.
And what's wild is that tells me, because of how often we have encounters when we're playing quads or duos, it tells me that people do tend to stick together a lot in these modes, and the map works a lot better in that regard. So it's a little bit more relaxed of an experience because it's not, 99 players of hell on the wall. It's divvied up squads with, unified. So now you have essentially 50 units or 25 units that are working in unison and they're sticking together. So, yeah, I kind of figured that's how it was going to play out when solos came out, but I feel vindicated now.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I have
it works. I'm sure it works for those who
wrong.
like the whole chaotic. I need to land
but
immediately
be
in a gunfight situation.
It's not a bad thing, like I said, my only problem is that it's fucking buggy and the netcode is fucking garbage. That's my biggest criticism of this mode. Now, because it's a bit more chaotic and there's a fight every 10 seconds and you have to fight for your life, I'm not even kidding, for your fucking life, to even survive or finish in top 10. If you finish top 10 in solos, consider yourself decent. Because I consider myself a decent player. It's not hard for us to get a win if we really try. But it's just even for me, it was like, because when you play against good players, because it's not just like potatoes everywhere. There's good players around too. So half of the server are decent players because they're playing solos and everything. Like, it's a fight. It's not for the weak. So when people play, like, let's say, I saw like Jack Frags make a video like he's playing solos. Oh, I'm playing RedSec for a while. Let's see how it's gonna go. Yeah. And then I saw other content creators like talking about like, oh yeah, solos came out, so I will play solos. And they basically get destroyed. all of them just basically got wrecked, destroyed, and just abused because, one, those players that are playing RedSec right now is kind of game of the same thing as Call of Duty Warzone. They've been playing RedSec for a while. They know, how the game works. They know how the, everything, the metas and all that kind of stuff. I'm not talking weapon metas, but just like the idea what needs to be done to win the game.
Yes. We refer to these people as shit buckets.
Yeah, so basically, me and Monkey are shit bucketing, but we play, like, I have no idea if he played solos yet. I don't think I think he said he haven't played yet. But to get that one win for me in solos was actually a grind. And I understand why people's like, oh yeah, BR is not for me. Yeah, because they, one, not really will. Okay, they already made up their mind about BR, RedSec, whatever, about Battle Royale. They already made up their mind, so they're not gonna like it anyway. And just them being shit on by better players is not improving the situation for them. That's like the double confirmation, like, oh yeah, fuck this. But that being said, it is not for the weak, the Battlefield RedSec Solos, to my surprise. Also, people saying that solos, the vehicles ruin the solo experience. Right. I have my opinions. Without playing solos, Ray, what do you think? Do you think vehicles belong in a solo mode, in a Battle Royale mode? Tanks and LEVs and all that shit.
I'm the kind of I'm the type of person that would sit here and go, fucking leave them. It is what it is. If you want to run a vehicle solo and run yourself at the disadvantage of not being able to have eyes all around you and being easy your target, then by all means have at it. Vehicles are not fucking invincible, people. I don't understand what the complaint is. What I do see the complaint is about vehicles and solos is it's problematic in order to gang up on the vehicle to easily dispatch with it. With quads, you've got at least a minimum of 2 to 4 RPGs or anti-tank at the ready, depending upon how good you guys are at looting and hitting your AT boxes and getting your missions done, etc., etc. I mean, you guys could potentially pop out and backshot a tank with 4 concentrated RPG shots and one shot a tank, essentially. It's happened. It happens. It's not that easy to do in solos. But that doesn't mean things like that you can't play to the solo situation, like C4, mines, etc., etc.
So
I would argue that in solos, you should be playing more towards a little bit more of a stealth gameplay, where you definitely need to make sure your shit is suppressed. You're firing only when you need to, because like you've pointed out, you have a small map, you have 100 players and no direction in any of them except for their own single goals. So when they hear a gunshot, they're going to go, ooh, loot.
So regarding the vehicles for RedSec Solos, I have a controversial opinion that will go against the whole general public that played this mode, but because they got destroyed. Listen, after playing for a while and doing my best, from what I've seen, vehicles are not a problem in solos. Now, that being said, people say, oh, they should remove the tank. Quite the opposite. The tank is the weakest vehicle in solos because it's slow, it's heavy, takes ages to repair, and it's just like it's a fucking tank. And
I would also argue that actually to kind of counter my own argument that I said earlier, now you're talking like potentially 99 players are focusing on your tank as a target.
well, okay, no, well, that's not how we.
Kind of fucked.
That's not how it works in. Oh, speaking of, I have to talk about the missions later. So when it comes to vehicles, tanks are not the problem because you need a direct hit with the tank shell to kill a player to begin with, which is not that easy. And two, like I already said, like it's a fucking tank. It's fucking slow. The LEV though, the FIV or whatever, infantry fighting vehicle. Now
IFV.
the IFE. Now that shit is busted in solos because it's quite nimble. It's a very agile vehicle. Has a fucking cannon designed against infantry. 2 shots and the player is dead. 3, it's fucking fast, like fucking Sonic. If you get hit, like as long as you didn't get hit in the back and you get hit anywhere else except the back, you can sprint, like you can run away with that thing so fucking fast to the other side of the map so fucking easily. The infantry fighting vehicle needs to be removed or rebalanced for solos. Now that's one I agree with people. When people talk about remove the tanks, remove the vehicles. It's not a tank. It's not like you have to be more specific. Are we talking about infantry fighting vehicle or the tank? Because the tank is no danger. I've seen so many.
I'm honestly gonna disagree with you there on that one. But with a caveat, there's only one vehicle I would really say advocate that should be removed from solos, and that's the Little Bird. That's the only one that makes sense.
Little Bird, no. Little Bird is not. You can't shoot infantry. You know that.
Well, you can't shoot infantry in the Little Bird?
Not in RedSec, no. They removed the minigun.
What?
They removed the minigun for RedSec.
Oh, it's dumb.
No, that's genius. You can have the Little Bird. It can shoot. You can have helicopter battles, but you can't shoot infantry with it. Makes sense.
Then never mind then.
Yeah, Little Bird.
But I don't think even the IFV should be removed then either, because again, you're still talking about, even if the fact that the IFV can just take one shot and haul ass off and away, that IFV has to hope that it hauls ass off and away where there's not, again, potentially 99 other players. Alas, the same problem the tank faces.
Okay, well that's okay.
All the vehicles really face the same weaknesses to them.
Right, so that's a general idea that vehicles are not a problem in endgame, because I haven't seen a vehicle survive endgame whatsoever. So, from all the solo games I played, every single player... Okay, so if you reach the endgame, by some stupid chance, you're like in the top 10, right? I have to assume that you're good enough player to know what needs to be done, and you already have anti-tank with you. From what I've seen, no fucking... there's some tanks that want... Of course you can... Listen, if you win a solos game with a tank or FIV, congratulations, you're good enough. But that's mostly because you haven't encountered good players that know what needs to be done. You haven't encountered those players, because good players always have AT with them in the end game, because they know there's a fucking tank, they know there's a fucking LEV or something like that, and they fucking harass you like it's nothing until that tank is dead.
What tends to happen is as the end circle approaches, if there is a tank and you're in it, the rest of the squads tend to, in some weird uniformity thing, they tend to gang up on you
It
to eliminate you in the tank and get you off the map.
It happens so many fucking times.
It always happens, damn near.
It happens all the fucking time. Like, even me and Monkey played just recently, before we started recording. We almost won a game, but our tank just got fucking abused from 3 different squads. I'm like, oh, RPG from there, there's another thing. It's like, we couldn't save the tank, so we had to drop the tank. Yeah,
Right. So I don't understand this whole argument about tanks win the game. What they are leverage.
Wins against shit players. Yes, you will win. You will, tanks, vehicles, right, with fucking big turrets and cannons and whatever. They win games against shit players. if you're encountering as a player, we'll still talk about solos. If you're encountering good players in solos in endgame, your tank is not surviving shit. Not surviving. There's no fucking way.
Well, yeah, because
no matter,
everybody by SOP would wind up having a fucking RPG at that point, or some form of rocket launcher, or anti-tank, or C4. Your clock is punched probably by the time it gets down to the last 10.
Also, when you actually
players.
Yeah, actually, okay. What about repairing your tank and everything? I don't think you will run to repair a tank. It takes ages. It's very slow, so that's already out of the question. And if you go to the resupply station for the tanks and everything, that's like the hot spot for you to get killed because everyone's gonna be looking at that. People already know what the locations of each tank resupply stations. All the good players, they already know the positions of those. So I already by by memory know where they are. So if I'm playing solos and I have an AT, which I'll always do, me and Monkey, every time we start the game, you already learned that by playing with us. Our primary objective is to first land, get some weapons in case someone lands, kill those players, then quickly start a mission to get AT, anti-tank weaponry, so the weapon cache, we need to open the safe as soon as possible, get that, and after that we can start either looking for weapons, like custom weapons, or get a tank or whatever the case may be, right? That's how we go, because we have a system now, because we know that endgame is going to be hot with vehicles, and the reason we want more games recently now is because we have a system now. No tank can scare us, because if we see a tank, it's like, oh yeah, fuck that motherfucker, we're gonna kill him. That's how we roll now.
Right,
Tanks
and
don't
I was about to
scare
say, just like keeping a tank alive in quads and duos is one thing compared to solos. Taking down a tank is another thing in comparison to quads and duos and solos, because you can coordinate in order to keep a tank alive. There's been times where we've all jumped out of tank except for you in order for you to go resupply, and we'll stand out and we'll keep an eye out around the area and support the tank like infantry is fucking supposed to. It's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing in order to see it happen in RedSec. I just fucking wish it would happen in regular multiplayer more often, you assholes.
Yeah, funny enough,
Anyway.
it doesn't happen in multiplayer that often. Yeah,
Never fucking happens in multiplayer, but goddamn, it happens in RedSec all the time, and it's great. It's grand. It's how it should work. And again, just like taking a tank down, it's a lot easier in order to go, okay, well, you guys got, two of us at least got rocket launchers. Okay, you go off and go try and deal with the tank. The other two, and we'll keep an eye out around for other infantry and any other smoke trails that are inbound towards that vehicle in order to find any other squads that we're going to have to deal with after the tank is busted. Hey, guess what? When you have other players and coordination in your game that's all about player coordination, it's great.
Yeah, so when we play, like I said, we get AT, and when you're playing against good squads and good players, that tank is not surviving. Okay, but going back on the conversation on the solos thing, when it comes to solos, like people say, like tanks should not be in solos. No, they can be in solos. It's fine. They have absolutely no danger whatsoever. Yeah, good player will do some damage. Don't get me fucking wrong, but again, I think it's quite balanced right now. It's quite balanced because tanks are kind of glass cannons if you think about it. But it's the FIV, the infantry fighting vehicle in solos is the bigger problem. I'd rather get that than the tank, because the tank MBT is so fucking slow and clunky and chunky. It's like it's not the best against solos, especially when infantry players are quite fast. When you think about it, a good player will just go around, put C4 or sabotage your fucking tank and whatever, and the audio is just like you can't even hear him coming your way. Tanks are no danger. But FIV though, but because they're so fucking nimble, so fucking fast, and so spammy, now that's what the problem is. I think that's the problem. I saw some
Well, see, therein lies the other problem with spam. They only have so many rounds, and it's not that many if you think about it. They've only got, you pick up an IFV, and you got, 60 rounds
problem is that because everyone are playing so ratty, because it's solos, sometimes you have no choice. You have to run through the open field, and you're just gonna get picked up by the FPV, and you can't do anything about it, sadly. But with a tank, at least there's a chance he might miss you or something like that, or throw smoke or something like that. With the FPV, just who gives a shit? Shoot through smoke, you'll get him. Because it's just so fucking spammy. It's like, And
Right. That's how IFVs work. That's how the Bradley works.
right.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could kind of maybe concede that maybe either it needs to be toned down or the IFV would probably need to be removed. But as
For
far as like
solos,
the
just for
camper
solos,
or
just for
the
solos.
Jeep,
Yeah, just
leave that shit.
yeah, Jeep. I think I can stay just because if someone's on top of the thing, you can kind of shoot them, like because they're exposed as fuck. I mean, shoot,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. They have a fucking big MG gun on the fucking truck that can
It's the
melt
fifth
you.
cow,
Yeah,
baby.
they can melt you, but at the same time, you can kind of like be smart about it. It just depends. It just depends. But FIV, yeah, like when people give feedback, you have to they have to be more specific. What kind of feedback they're talking? Did you go killed by FIV or a tank? Because also, did you had any AT with you? That's the biggest problem. Like did
Were you even attempting to do anything about
yeah,
that
exactly.
thing?
There's
Were
loads of
you?
There's loads of people complain, oh, the tank killed me, I had nothing to do. But did you even try to do anything about it? Did you try to get,
You sure about that?
did you try to get RPGs or javelins or whatever, or get something, C4, termites, Did you try to do something? That's why I don't like.
Or simply turn your ass around and run away.
Yeah, so that's my stance on the vehicles. Vehicles should stay in solos, but FIV I think should be removed because I think it's a bit too much. Or you balance it somehow differently, but that's a bit gets complicated. Oh, FIV can do this in solos, but it can't do this in duos or quads. It kind of stupid, right? It doesn't make fucking sense.
Kind of defeats the balancing of it, and
Yeah,
I don't
so-
want to have them worrying
Exactly.
about like screwing around trying to balance out one stupid thing per particular mode.
So I'd
yeah.
rather remove it.
Path of least resistance, just get rid of it for solos. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'd rather remove it for solos and keep the tank. Now, of course, someone said like a chopper because you can switch seats and everything for the minigun and everything, but so far I haven't
That
encountered.
takes a lot. That takes
It's a
takes some skill to get away
It's a
with that.
skill. Yeah, it's a skill. I remember I saw Danny got fucking
And if
melted
that's
by
the
it. I'm
case,
like,
you've earned that shit.
yeah, I saw Danny got melted by it. I'm like, well, fair play to him. I mean, Danny, I'm sorry, Danny, but you got outplayed like a bitch. I'm sorry. It's one of those things. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the thing. Speaking of like, when you play solos, the missions, it's a risk. So when someone starts a mission and you're nearby, you can start a counter mission.
Right. It's constantly counter missions.
Yep. 100 players doing missions and everything. Oh my god. As soon as you do a mission, you expect a counter mission. Someone's hunting you as the next second.
You get
Non-fucking
nothing
stop.
done.
No, you can. If you like, some people just do it just so they see what you are, so they can just like either run away or not engage, whatever. Like just it's still information about the player.
That's so cheeky.
It
That's
is,
so
yeah.
cheeky.
Yeah, it is. So counter missions for fucking days. So if you do them, which you have to do a mission to get AT for against the tank and everything. As soon as you do a mission, boy, expect. Like I said, it's very chaotic. Like not only 3 players landing in one spot and you have to fight each other. You have to do a mission, and someone start a counter mission. So that's even more chaotic. It's like everything's on top, and it's like, oh, you do one mission, do one you got counter mission, whatever. Okay, you survive. You do the mission, you kill the player. All right, cool. Let me go move someone. Like do another one. Same thing again. Counter mission, counter mission, counter mission, counter mission, and even when you're not doing a mission, you always get offers to do counter missions. It's like
Wild. That is absolutely wild. And so again, I mean, so that brings back around the original question. Does RedSec really need solos at the end of the day with all of these pretty much glaring issues as far as the gameplay goes? Should it be something that that they put their time into in order to make happen? And I personally, I'm indifferent to not caring. I don't really feel like it should be something they should throw a lot of effort at. I think if they're going to try and keep it, they need to just do whatever's going to be quick, dirty, and easy in order to just make it run and let it go. Don't put too much effort into it. RedSec shines its most in duos and quads. Maybe trios if we want to just do the 99 players on the
my
wall.
god, I wish we had trios.
I stick to my original gun. I stick to my guns of my original opinion, and I don't think that singles is for RedSec. I don't think it's something that it needs.
I personally think no. Because even with the current problems, Solos is still fun. because it still has that nice, cool dopamine hit. And listen, if you can play solos, you can play duos and quads just fine. You're just gonna become a better player if you play solos non-fucking stop and just like learn where the players might be coming from, the missions, and just like the because it's constant action basically. If you can survive that on a regular basis until you finish like top 15, top 10, and even win games, great. If you're winning games in solos on a regular basis, you're a good player to begin with. So whatever, but for you as an average player, like anyone, like just average, right? Like they know that they're not good enough to be that amazing, but they're still good enough to be like on a decent level. If you play solos non-stop, you're gonna become a better player. And then when you play with a friend, it's gonna feel much easier for you as a player because you improved so much. You know what needs to be done. You know how the gunfights will be and everything. It's gonna be a much easier, smoother experience for you. Solos is chaotic as fuck.
Or you're gonna be so ingrained on how to do everything by yourself that the concept of teamwork is not even going to dawn on you in your routine. That's your science. It does happen to players.
See, I don't think that's a human.
It does happen though.
That's a human being thing. That person
get
has no help in my eyes.
I get it. We're not We're not psychiatrists or psychologists or whatever the fucking word is for it. I get it, but that is what tends to happen to players. So, I see the benefits of having it. That's why I said if it's something that they're going to keep, I think it should be something that they just minimal effort it and just leave it as is. It's not necessarily hurting me for existing. I don't really think it's hurting the game for existing, but I don't think it's something that RedSec was catered for. It was thought about. It was designed for. I feel like it's, like trying to put a hot tub in your house and in your living room. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, but does it really fucking belong here? That's kind of how I'm looking at it.
After playing 15 games, you know what? I had fun, but I'm just frustrated with the bugs and the netcode and all that kind of stuff. And
That's
maybe some tiny imbalances there and there. But netcode, I'm not sure if they can be fixed. Bugs bugs can be fixed. It's fine. And balances like the FIV can be fixed. That can be fixed. It's a bit of balance and everything can be fixed. I personally enjoyed solos. I'm still flabbergasted it was not on launch day. It should be on launch day. I think everyone and their mothers agree that it should be on launch day. And I think solos should stay. So I don't know what kind of feedback. I'm really curious. What kind of feedback?
As am I. I'm curious if the community actually wants to keep it or not. I'm really curious.
They're gonna keep it. They're gonna keep it. I think it's because I saw some people complain that it takes a bit while for the squads to fill up because everyone and their mothers are playing solos right now. So solos are booming. Business is booming with solos. Well, when you're listening to the solos are not active anymore, but when we're recording, solos are booming. But yeah, like I enjoy solos. It's just certain problems that needs to be fixed. And it's not a bad thing, it's a bit different from duos and quads because it's chaotic, it's a solos. But here's the thing. When you play a battle royale and you play in a solos mode, whether it be Warzone or Fortnite, PUBG or some other battle royale I can't think of right now, Apex, even though I don't know if Apex had solos at one point, and it doesn't matter. When you play solos mode, like that literally just you rely on yourself in a battle royale game, naturally it's going to be ratty, naturally it's going to be a bit more frustrating in certain cases, because it's everyone for themselves, It's just, there's no right way of winning the game, Like, listen, if you won by ratting, it's a fucking annoying, don't get me wrong, but then again, a good player will understand where the rat will be, and they will take precautions and will make sure that they won't get killed by that rat. For example, I was playing golf. I finished second in one of the solos games, and it was golf course, the actual building, the actual club, and it was on the rooftop, and there was 2 rooms of the space at the bottom, just 2 rooms, and there was 6 players in that fucking area. I'm like, where do you squeeze 6 players in this fucking building? with 2-3 rooms. Like, what? So there was one out.
Gunfight! John Woo gunfight!
No, but everyone's like, we're so fucking ratty. I was like, okay, shit. Like, I'm spreading around, just like, okay, like, dude, I'm on the roof. Just go on the roof. And of course, 2 people went on the roof and died because I'm on the roof. But I lost the game is because there's one dude in the, like, it was 1-on-1, right? I was on the roof and he was inside in the house. But if I stay on the top, I will die because he had a bit more cowardice and everything, so I had to go down and fight. Sadly, I lost that fight. But it's just like, yeah, it's so fucking ratty. It's just like 6-7 players in such a tiny space. I'm like, I never seen that in my
I believe it though.
Like it's just fucking chaotic. I mean, sure, if it's an open field, it's a bit different. There will be like easier to kill players and everything, and it's gonna be less ratty. But when it comes to like urban areas like the golf course, like, you know, the whole club building and everything, oh my fucking god, it's so fucking ratty. Just rats don't fucking stop everywhere. And of course, like, missions don't work at that point. But yeah, like I said, counter missions and just constant fighting and everything. If you can survive that as a solo player, you can play RedSec and multiplayer, just the duos and quads and multiplayer just fucking fine. If you can survive solos, you're good enough. You're good enough. But yeah, I personally enjoy solos. I personally think solos is really fun. It's just bugs, netcode, and balancing. Which 2 of them can be fixed. Netcode, well, Frozen says netcode will be improved. But they say talk about multiplayer and everything. I don't know if that's gonna be applied to RedSec. So, I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
Solos is fun. Problematic, but fun. What else I can mention, like, before we end? Nothing like that. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I already mentioned that. Oh, if you want to play good, just try to avoid very congested areas. E equals, like, yeah, whatever. Talk about the contaminations. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else you want to mention on the last episode before you're gone for 2 months or something?
Nope. It's just a little bit bittersweet in order to say goodbye for right now. Especially knowing I have to tear all this down tomorrow. It's kind of weird. I've done a lot of my best work in here. But that being said, we need to get out of this state. We need to get out of here. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do what's best for my family. I'm not going to be gone forever, like I said at the top.
We're still doing patrons. We're still doing Patreon episodes.
Yeah, I will be popping in order to be doing Patreon content, even if I have to through my damn phone. I probably won't have a full, setup and everything like I do now. My plan is to get a house as soon as possible. I plan to get a job that's going to allow me in order to do that as soon as possible. I'm certainly skilled enough outside of these 4 walls in order to be able to get away with it. So I'm going to do it. That being said, in my absence, I hope everybody enjoys the show. I hope I'm not missed too drastically. I'm sure I won't be. That being said, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. I always look forward to doing these sessions with Tom and doing BF1, even though I don't really follow BF as hardcore as I used to anymore, but I'm still, a player. I still enjoy this franchise. I love this franchise to death. A lot of opportunities in my life have come around because of my interest in this franchise and how involved I've gotten with my interest in this franchise, and that's not a lie. The same thing can be said of Tom. We've certainly had some wild shit happen because of all this, and I'm forever grateful because of that, and I forever will be, especially to those who have supported the show and those who do it on Patreon now, especially as financial goes. So that having been said, good night, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Love and care for one another. Be respectful. Don't kill each other. Although that seems to be impossible to do in the world that we live in nowadays. And good luck. See you out there.
Subscribe to Patreon, boys and girls. Just saying.
Give this man some money while I'm gone.
Yeah, patreon.com/.
Cheers,
Yeah, patreon.com/TheLankySoldier, come on, people. Need to make a living,